quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll try it again. Turning it on. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they're coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Smith wants to throw. He's got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gun to give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Smith dropping to pass. Is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Off to a good start. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
From the gun. Into the end zone. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Dogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. His big tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never grow broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just keep firing. Fakes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're working that left side. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Trying to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Release to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, running back on the move.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Peterson. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Finds a tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Peterson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. Back to throw time, running short in the half. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Peterson. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on 1st down. High
when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going for it all. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intent.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground coverage. Pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Complete downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Smith wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the throw. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fakes to catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. RPO complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Throwing, looking right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The toss to the outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you push that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
He uncorks one deep. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Barber. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldog. And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give from the gun. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Dropping to pass. Throwing right. Basic connection. Racing to the right. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves a little they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got out of trouble and throws. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jersey?
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Wants to throw. It's Peterson. Quick completion on the out route. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. To the air, it's Peterson. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Dogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely
Brings into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tick. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. With the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Down in the pocket. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Clay. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch?
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
And the defense tries to take matters into their own hands. Like, down one, I want the two-point conversion. I want to take the lead. Now, the defense is going to have to come up big, try to get them the football back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. They got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The two-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Lost the fire on second down. Got his man quickly. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the offense, 23 seconds remaining in the game. To move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee.